Here's a question for you. I've got a question for you. If you could spend a day working on any classic tractor, sitting in the seat, doing field work in any tractor that is let's say pre-1995, we'll go with that. Anything before 1995, what would you drive? Any make, any model, any shape, any size, any job, what would you do? Let me know in the comments. I'd like to see what you want to drive. I wouldn't mind getting involved with some old Fords. I quite like the idea of spending a few days working on some old Fords. Got a little bit of a thing for them. Let's get back to it. Oh, what's that mean now? I think. That's better. Battery lug had come loose on the front. That is probably because I forgot to tie the battery down, so I've had to wedge into broken tines into either side of the battery just to keep them in. I think as it's moved around, the battery lug came a little bit loose, but I'll just put it back on and it's okay now. And the gears on this are so short, you're like out of reverse into third. They're like, there's this much movement. Tongue came out then. You see it? Okay. Welcome to another video. I'm Tom. This is the Dirt and Diesel channel. And today we're back out in the field. We've got some sun, which we've been waiting for. We've probably had about 3 weeks of pretty much torrential rain, thunderstorms. I've never seen lightning like it. The PTO clutch binds a little bit there. So yeah, as I was saying before, we've not had the weather. Now we've got a small window of weather, so we thought we'd get this crop down. This grass here was about on its limit of still being good, so as soon as the good weather's come, you can see we've got blue skies, we cut it down, chopped it out. The outside view runs up to about here. It was mowed yesterday, so that started wilting a little bit faster than the inner part, so we've got to try and balance them out a bit. We'll probably bale that one and leave that a little bit longer, let that dry, let that wilt down a little bit, but I don't know, might scoop it up in one go depending on how. It's a very drying day. We've got wind, we've got sun. That's a very good combination for drying. So far this grass is just wilting down pretty fast, so in theory you have to watch until it got cold. In theory it should dry quite nicely, quite quickly. Yeah, everything's running smoothly. There's no clanging from the tether. Everything seems to be working quite nicely together. All you can hear is the sound of the engine and the grass going through the tines. That's what you want to hear. You don't want to hear like ping, 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 or tick, 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 tick. I'm going a little bit slower than I probably normally would. just because these swaths are quite heavy now, and with them being just a little bit heavier, I don't want to put too much stress on the tedder. So I'm just taking my time. I've got all day, just letting it throw it out properly. And then once it's already thrown it out, then we go over it again. Then I can go a little bit faster because it's not so dense and it's dried out a little bit more as well. Don't know if you can see the dust coming up off of there. That dust, this actually isn't a good job to have if you've got hay fever like I do. And I don't get it very often, but when the dust is this strong, I do get it. So I have to just nip home before now, pop an antihistamine. I'm okay now. I wasn't before though. The skies have cleared up lovely today. This is the biggest field that we do with haylage. This is probably the bulk of our haylage in terms of what fields contribute to it. So I don't know if you can see, I'm just turn that way. It goes up quite the way over there. Depending where you're from, to us this is quite a big field. Might not be for you, but it is for us. Takes some tedding, takes some mowing, takes some tedding, takes some preparation. That's how we like to do it for the haylage. We like to kind of caress the grass, if you will. We don't want to just throw it down and then bale it and wrap it and hope the haylage comes out. We like it to be done, you know, to a certain moisture level, certain density, or missed a little bit there. If you're watching this video and haven't seen any of the other videos, then this tractor here is something I bought recently and I will be doing up. I bought it about 6 weeks ago. It stood for a number of years and the hydraulics were stuck on it, so we fixed the hydraulics, done a number of different jobs on it, and I'm just working it now just to find any weak points on it. Biggest problem, I think the next job now is actually cab off. I think it's going to be a cab off job, but that's going to be a little while after we've got the grass in, because I want to work it. I just want to find this weak point, so I want to use it and I want to enjoy it. I bought it, I want to enjoy it. Why not? Well, this is going to be fun. I'm going to try flying a drone and drive the tractor at the same time. Now, mine's quite an old drone. I can't afford a new one, but a little bit more like what you guys probably drive. So excuse me. Right, watch me crash it now straight away. moving faster than I am with the tractor. See if I can. See if I can drive under it. Go over here. That looks pretty good, actually. I'm waving at you. I'm waving at you. don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on what we're up to. I'm just making them up as I go along now. I used to really kind of, you know, I like my photography, I like my cameras, and I spent quite a bit of time making videos that have got a little bit of, you know, a little bit of cinematography to them, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But they never seem to do as well. People, you guys just seem to like, when you switch the GoPro on and just talk nonsense. Just, you seem to enjoy that more. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing from now on. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Round and round and round and round we go. Wait, they're not the words.